Hi there, welcome again to Literature in English. This is a sequel to the previous video where I promised you that I'm going to give you a sample presentation of the good morrow, and we want to look at how to analyze the subject matter of this poem. So the poem in question is The Good Morrow by John Donne. Well, before we look at how to analyze the subject matter, I think it is germane, it's appropriate to take you through the poem itself. We want to read the poem itself and get to know what the poet is actually talking about. So I'm going to try to read the poem aloud and try in between the line, do a little bit of close reading, analysis of the lines so that we can better do a good essay presentation. What do you think? If you do appreciate that, why don't you please subscribe, like this video, share it with a friend so that we will spread the knowledge. I hope you just want to do just that. Thank you very much. Now, the poem is titled The Good Morrow by John Donne. We begin. I wonder, by my troth, what thou and I did till we loved. Were we not weaned till then, but sucked on country pleasures childishly? Or snorted we in the seven sleepers' den? 'Twas so, but thus all pleasures fancies be. If ever any beauty I did see, which I desired and got, 'twas but a dream of thee. And now good morrow to our waking souls, which watch not one another out of fear, for love, all love of other sides controls, and makes one little room and everywhere. Let sea discoverers to new worlds have gone. Let maps to other worlds on worlds have shown. Let us possess one world. Each hath one and is one. My face in thine eye, thine in mine appears, and true plain has doing the faces rest. Where can we find two better hemispheres, without sharp north, without declining west? Whatever dies was not mixed equally. If our two loves be one, or thou and I love so alike, that none do slacken, none can die. Basically, this is John Donne's poem, The Good Morrow. Now, we want to answer the question without me doing any analysis of the poem. I know there are many analyses that you have been listening to or reading the commentary book. My focus in these videos is to help you answer questions when you are to analyze the subject matter of a poem of the sort. What do you do? Well, in the last video, I took you through the theory. If you haven't watched that, then I kindly ask you to please go watch that video. Now, we want to address the issue. Analyze the subject matter of the poem, The Good Morrow, which we have just read aloud. So your introductory paragraph and the entire poem, I'm going to take you through. This is just a sample presentation, something similar to this. Just pick a leaf out of this presentation and make it your own. Add something. It's not the best. It's just something I have just tried to do to show you the way. Okay, so feel at home. Critique, do a very good critique of it, analyze it, pick something good out of this video that you yourself will add something and make it your own. I hope you get the point. Let's begin. So the poem The Good Morrow by John Donne is a love or romantic poem. The poet speaker addresses his lover, a young lady, good morrow, early in the morning after a long, loving or love-making, sensational sexual activity. The whole poem talks about the life-changing moment that this meeting has brought about between him and the young lover. So that's my introductory paragraph. What do you think about it? Does it summarize? Does it talk about what the poem is talking about generally? Does it present a suitable theme? Then we now go to do a stanza by stanza analysis. So the first stanza of the poem, The Good Morrow, begins with, it has 7 lines, where the poet speaker begins by saying, I wonder by my thought what thou and I did till we laugh, and ends on line 7, which I desired and God 'twas but a dream of thee. So I am going to try and do what you call an analysis, present the subject matter. What messages, what are the pieces of information therein in this very stanza? Now let's look at how you can present this in your own way. So I say in an essay form. Please don't go copy the poem down and say you have done. No, you are really going to score nothing but what? A very low mark. We want to see how you yourself can put meaning into that very stanza. That is what is required of you. That is a secret, my dear candidate. So let's look at it. The first stanza opens with 4 rhetorical questions. Could I wonder by my troth what thou and I did till we loved? Were we not weaned? And then you can leave the rest. Now, by these, the poet addresses the young lady, asking without expecting an answer what both of them did when they were making love. What were you and I doing until we fell in love? This special night has changed their life. The poet speaker believes that they are just being weaned like children before this experience. What they both experienced occurred as country pleasures because they appear to be still circling, showing immaturity or novice or naivety. In other words, all previous encounters between them were just fancies. The poet speaker reveals the depth of the sleep that overcome them after this love encounter as that of the 7 sleepers who fell asleep for centuries in a cave. He and the girl lover have awakened from a deep sleep, as it were, a den of lovemaking, to a new morning. And there's no other beauty or woman he has ever seen and enjoyed and got compared to this lover. Now we go to the second stanza and do same analysis. So I continue with my essay. In stanza 2, the poet speaker greets his lover, good morrow and good morrow to our waking souls. He suggests, therefore, that their souls are now awake on a new morning as a result of the previous night's activity. This encounter, according to the poet speaker, takes away their fear. They can now see each other in the eyes or in the face, eyeball to eyeball. Also, The poet believes that the moment they make love and the moment they are able to make up and wake up, look around the room, all he wants is that room and nothing else. Because love for each other is what is his ultimate achievement. Even sea discoverers, even if sea discoverers discover other worlds, cultures, or what have you, they will possess one world. Each has one. And they bring their one worlds together to form one world. Indeed, the poet speaker is convinced that when they are together, that is perfect enough for them. The third stanza, which is the final stanza, epitomizes the intensity of the two lovers' love. He sees his love in the ladies and the ladies too in his. In fact, he feels that their plain complete hearts can be seen by looking into each other's eyes or face. The poet can contend that by looking at each other, there's no other better two hemispheres than they the two. Their closeness, tender feeling, and romantic attachment supersedes or far exceeds any other thing or discoveries. Indeed, he is convinced that the chemistry of love will never part. Finally, he implores the lover not to let anything cause their love to die. Quote, "If our two loves be one, and thou and I, none can die." If you love me, by extension, the poet is alluding, as much as I also do, then our love will never die. We will live forever. In conclusion, the poet speaker addresses his unique, beautiful lady whom he has had sexually, or whom he had had a sexually active night with, and now recognizes this the next morning. He believes that even if what their previous encounter was fancies, they can now experience better and everlasting love if both dedicate their worlds to each other. How do you see this presentation, my dear students? Do you think that we have done a bit of an analysis to the subject matter of the poem, The Good Morrow? Please drop your comment in the comment section, and please inform a friend to tell a friend that we have a way of demystifying the difficulty that notion that literature is very difficult. You can write a good essay. Please subscribe, hit the button, like this video, and share. And see you in the next video.